Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Jasmine. If you guys aren't new here, welcome back. So in today's video, we are doing another farmhouse build. I decided not to make it so modern, but it is so cozy at the same time. Now, the Sims that I am playing right now, well, the couple that I'm playing in Sims 4 right now, they are a single family couple. It's just basically the married couple. There's no children or anything. So I decided to make this not exactly like a small house, but a cozy house, if you will. It's only a 1 bedroom. There's 1 restroom. There's an office. There's a living room, and of course a kitchen, but the kitchen and dining room. But I did keep it nice and simple on the outside, and then on the inside I didn't play a lot with color because I felt like, since it's like a very, I don't know, I just kept it neutral basically. I didn't want to go too crazy with the colors, but I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Now I'm going to start describing what I'm doing. So basically, I did the layout of the whole entire floor plan. I did 3 gabled roofs, and then I end up putting little mini ones on top. It ends up so cute. I put those totem poles in the front. I had to like replace them and then place them again and then replace them because it wasn't like agreeing with me. Maybe my mouse is like too high like in the sensitivity, but I was just trying to get them to fit the way I want, and I finally got it after like 3 tries. Now I did white paneling all around, and then a thick white trim all the way around the house. I really like how the outside turned out. This is just basically the beginning of the video, so I do change my mind a lot. Like you guys know, I have a scatterbrain, but I like the underneath, the skirt of the house, if you will, like a skirt for the bed. It just looks really nice. Like it's sitting up on a platform, but then it's also having these support beams holding it up. I think it looks really cool. This is where I'm adding the little mini gabled roofs. Now, with this, you can't exactly do it by placing down a room or placing down a platform. You have to actually draw it out. And like I said earlier, my mouse was just acting finicky, so I had to really like finesse it. So that's why you guys will see me copy and paste, and right here this is where I'm struggling because I'm trying to copy and paste and then it just wouldn't go, so I had to like scooch it over, stretch it out, scooch it over, stretch it out, and then that's exactly how I got the mini roofs to stay. Now I did do a barndominium roof because that's the look I was going for. I wanted it really nice and chic on the outside. I'm placing these windows, but I end up changing the white to black because I felt like it fit the aesthetic a little bit more. And I kept the wood all around the deck, and I also extended the deck towards the end. You guys will see what I'm talking about. But that is the outside for right now. Now we're moving into the inside. I got this inspiration, this idea of the house, from Pinterest, as always. But I really did not have like a floor plan. Like I did not have a blueprint at all. So I was just winging it, literally. So right there I was thinking about making a freaking bedroom, and it just didn't work out. And I was like, how's that gonna work? The hallway's a little too small. So I end up working up on the kitchen itself. Now I placed an island in the middle, and I placed the sink right in the middle of the island. I'm putting some cupboards up above the actual pieces of the counters, and I love these saucer lights. I think they really help a lot, and it's not warm lighting either. It's that bright LED, not exactly LED lighting, but it's that white lighting, and I don't know, I think it really brings everything and all the color schemes to life, especially when you put down one saucer, or you can put down multiple. Honestly, I love using those specific lights in all of my builds. Like really, I really do. Right here, I decided to get the farm slab table. I felt like it fit really well with what I was doing with this house. I ended up putting a white fridge, some brown bar stools, like wooden bar stools. I wanted not like so much white, but majority of white, and then hints of brown, earthy, warm tones in there. I'm sorry guys, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so this is when I'm doing the voiceover, so do not mind me if my words come out a little wonkified. But I did put an overhead over the stove. I put the knives, because you guys know I love the knives, and I did put wine bottles on the wall, and I think they look so freaking cute. There's different kinds of wine bottles. It just depends on the color scheme, really. So if you pick the black color scheme, it's going to give you like a red tab wine bottle set. If you pick the white one, it's going to give you a lighter color. But yeah, that's what I put. And I ended up moving that pot rack, and I actually put one overhead of the counter. You guys will see. But now I'm just finessing with the living room area. Now this area was very, very weird for me. I don't know why, but just the way it is, I could have turned it like a little like towards the right, and then that wall would have been the wall that I lay my TV on. But I was like, if I put the super big flat screen, then I can't put a fireplace, and I want the fireplace really, really badly because it's literally a barn door. So I was like, okay, we're going to make this work, and I'm just going to put it on the back wall, and this is how it's going to go. I ended up picking these really lovely, lovely couches. They're leather, and then the frame of it, it's like a wooden texture type deal. Like I said, I have scatterbrain, so I'm going like everywhere. I'm trying to figure out at this moment in this video like what color to put down as the wall color. And I end up putting a back door, and I'm absolutely in love with the back door. I think it reminds me of a barn, because I basically play on this game, The Sims 4, with no CC, so I don't have any cheats or glitches or anything like that. So everything that I'm putting in here is just base game. I didn't pay any money. It's literally with all the base materials that you get when you download The Sims 4. So I want people who don't have like the glitches or the CCs to be able to do what I did, or if they just want to take like an idea from it, I am totally fine with that. I'm just like, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, because we have literally the same game. Especially if you don't want to pay like $39.99 for a pack. Each time you want a different CC pack, or expansion pack or whatever. But that's enough of me talking. Now you guys see how I did the living room. We'll get back to that. Like I said, I'm all over the place. So that is the master bedroom. Well, the only bedroom. And then the front portion where I just drew the walls at, that is going to be the office. Now, you can see me using the saucer lights. I really, really do enjoy the saucer lights. I think it, like I said, it brings a lot of life to the room. I definitely wanted this bed, so I did not change it. But the side tables, I had to, because I was like, that little timepiece looking side table, it just didn't work for me. I wanted it to work so bad, but I think it's the texture that's on there. It's just like a solid timer look-alike piece. It's like the sand timer that you flip upside down. That's what it looked like, but there was no texture to it. And like I said, I wanted this house to have a lot of depth and earthy tones and coziness and ranch vibes, farmhouse, like that type of thing. So I felt like that wasn't giving any type of aesthetic that I wanted. So I took them out, and I put a clock on these new tables, and I think they look pretty darn cute. I ended up putting this rug, well, a couple rugs actually. This rug stayed for a little bit, and then I was like, I don't like that rug, so I ended up changing it. I did keep, oh, yes, this is where we're doing the trim. I changed the wallpaper, I swear, like 4 times. I'm not even kidding you. But I ended up switching the fireplace and switching that dresser because I felt like it fit better. And I had to move the flowers onto the dresser because it would not fit underneath the TV. But that's what it looks like. Now we're back in the kitchen. I'm trying to put recipe books because I was like, that looks pretty cute. Like, I want like to mimic a recipe book, but I was like, oh boy, I want to put the wine bottles in the corner. So, excuse my allergies. I'm not sick, I promise. I just have really bad allergies. Yeah, I wanted to put recipe books in the corner, but it just didn't work out for me. That is what the front is looking like right now. Yes, I do move the pans. I ended up putting a white rug underneath the dining table. I think it looks really nice. And for some reason, like I said, my mouse was glitching out, so I had to freaking, like, there was pieces, just one wall panel, and like, I think about 3 spots that it was just switching it to a different one. But I ended up doing all wood floors, especially in the restroom. If I do recall, the restroom, you guys will see whenever I do like finish it all up, it ends up looking way better than what I initially had it at. So don't clown me for it. I don't know where I was going with that, but I ended up putting the coffee maker in the corner and then the microwave at the end of this counter. I did end up taking the books out because I really wanted the wine in the corner. And now you're probably wondering, like, how did you get such a big cookie jar right there on top of the island? I did magnify it by using the right bracket. If you use your left bracket, it makes things smaller, like how I just did right there with that little deal. If you use the right bracket, it makes things bigger. And I like this trash can because every time you use it, you get 10 little energy things back for like buying potions and stuff to make your sim happy or to make them full instantly. Like, I really like that trash can. It's like basically a recyclable trash can in Sims, and I'm all here for it. Now right here I'm thinking about putting a bar, but then I was like, it doesn't really go. If that wall was closed off, then it would have been fine because I could put it against the back wall, put some neon lights, like some art deco right there, but I was like, it's not closed off, so I'm just going to leave it open. I don't want it to be such a closed space because the hallway's already such a tight space, and I just want it to be open as well. Now the office, I ended up changing the color scheme of the office like 3 times, I swear. But here's where you guys see me mess up on the restroom. So I'm placing down a nice toilet, right? Look at the color scheme. I have no idea what I was doing right there. I was just thinking, okay, let me get an idea of what I should do, and then I really thought to myself, like, nothing matches in this restroom. I tried to do the black one. I didn't like it. I wanted it rustic. I wanted it farmhouse. I wanted sweet home down south comfort. Like, I ended up changing the whole entire scheme. I think the only thing that I didn't change was probably the shower. I'm not gonna lie to you. Do you see what I'm talking about? Like, did you see that? The wallpaper from my restroom transferred into the bedroom, and that's where I changed the wallpaper for the second time in the bedroom. But here is where I'm doing what I initially needed to do. But the sink, the neck of the sink, it was like blocking a lot of room from me putting the mirror that I wanted, so I had to go with a shorter sink. I just installed it on top of the island, and like I said, I ended up doing a hardwood floor for the restroom as well. I really like how it turned out after I just screwed my brain back on right. Like I said, I don't know where I was going with that black color scheme, but it was just not giving. I did end up putting a bookcase into the office on the side because I feel like an office always has books, no matter if you read them or not. I think it's just a really nice art deco piece for... It's not really art deco, but I think it's just a nice piece to have into the office. Now, I did put a towel rack and I did put a robe into the restroom. And here, I'm just trying to configure out, like, what to do with the living room floor, and I ended up scooting the couch and the recliners back, and I ended up putting this really sick octagon table. I think it looks really nice. I feel like the other tables I was trying to do was too small, and I did end up scooting back the couches, like I said, because I wanted it to take up a little more of that white wood space that I have. Now, these portraits, I thought it could like mimic like family portraits, but then when I really got to looking at it, I was like, it doesn't look like anything like a family portrait. I did put a window in the hallway, and I was putting... Okay, so you guys see how I have those mini windows at the top? 2 of them disappeared. How? I have no idea. But I did end up putting some planters, a cute little bench out on the outside, and I did line the walkway with these little garden lights. I put lanterns outside. nonetheless. But you guys see what I'm talking about? It literally disappeared. So I put the mailbox right there, and in a minute, you're going to see me redo the little mini windows. I was so upset. I was like, how in the world did this just disappear from me? Right here, I'm just doing like a combo and mix of flowers, peonies, rose bushes, daisies, sunflowers, any little flower bush that I could get my hands on. I was literally just messing around with the sizes, putting some rocks in between so it looks like, like a garden. And then I ended up putting these huge, gigantic trees in the front. Here's me redoing the windows. I ended up doing it all black anyway, so the white ones, it just didn't matter. Because all my frames of the windows, they're all black. But yeah, and I ended up putting that wheel cart outside, with all the plants on top, the planters pack, like the gardening hose out front. I put a bench. I put those two plants to like kind of cover the totem poles. The watering can I put out there, and that is basically what the house looks like. In a minute, I'm going to do basically a house tour of everything that I have. This is just really quick. This is what I ended up with, but in the next clip, you guys will see that I ended up doing actually like a whole 360 of things, like what I am doing now, which is the next clip. So now we are into the dining room. I love the white rug that I put under that. And like I said, it's basically white, wood, brown, like a little bit of color. Like, it's literally the tiniest bit of color. But there's a coffee maker, there's wine bottles, there's a fruit bowl. That spice rack I definitely made bigger because I felt like the small one did nothing. You guys know I had to have like a farm chicken right there, so there's a mother hen on the counter. I ended up doing that art piece in the corner and those pigeons slash doves. I don't know what they are. And then I felt like those plants next to the fireplace look like deer horns, so I just turned one way and then the other one the other way. But I really love the living room. I think it's probably one of my favorite rooms. Now, I did not want to make a closet, so I just ended up putting these pieces right here on top of each other. This is the hallway. It's very simple. This is the master bedroom. Now, he has his shoes right there. There's a rustic bed. That is the carpet that I ended up going with because, like I said, it was temporary for that other rug. I really like the chalkboard paint on that dresser. Now we go back into the bathroom. There's a soap dispenser, toothbrush holder, soap holder. There's a medicine cabinet above the toilet. I feel like a lot of homes have that. And you see right here where it's like one panel is gone. I end up putting it back because I was like, that is gonna it's just gonna throw me off. But I did put a towel rack and also the shower. It stayed. I really like how I put the shower there. Right now, I am literally just finding the one panel to go back. I put the toilet paper holder right there. There is a robe. I did put like 3 light switches, I think, in the whole house. But yeah, that is the master restroom. Now we are going into, where are we going into? The office. So I put the key little fixtures, like the deco right there on the left hand side. There is the bookcase, and right there, it's supposed to be a speaker, but I felt like that should be like a fan or like a personal air conditioner. And then he or she, the couple that is going to live here, they have a computer, a desk, and also a lamp. Now, I really love the roof, and I was placing these two, these 2 plants in the back. I did extend the deck in the back because I felt like it was enough space to walk on, but I felt like it wasn't big enough for my liking, so I did end up extending it a wee bit. Right here, as you guys can see, I put these 2 Japanese beautiful, like, I don't know if they're willows or what they are, but I really love it. I really love those trees. But that is basically all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. And I'm sorry that you guys had to hear about my scatterbrain and my allergies, but I hope you guys enjoy the speed build, and I will see you guys on the next one. And quick note, by the way, this house cost me 87,292 simoleons, and the lot dimensions is a 40 by 30. It's